first time ever.
Warning acts of terror.
We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members
The drivers of a new economic age.
India has quietly achieved a major diplomatic milestone in China, something that carries both symbolic weight and strategic importance. India has inaugurated its brand new consulate in Shanghai after 32 years at the previous location. But why does a consulate matter so much? Because in geopolitics, presence is power and visibility shapes the influence. So today, let's decode what this new consulate means for India-China ties, global diplomacy, trade, and Indian diaspora, and India's quietly growing soft power footprint. So what exactly happened? The government of India inaugurated a modern upgraded consulate in Shanghai, located at the Dawning Center, one of the city's prime commercial spaces. So this is the first relocation in 32 years. The consulate space has more than doubled compared to its old office. It has expanded sections for consular work, commercial outreach, cultural events, and administrative operations. So full operations begin on 8th December 2025. This is not just about office space, it's about a larger Indian footprint in one of the China's most influential cities. Now, why Shanghai matters? Shanghai is not an ordinary city. It is China's financial capital, home to over 50 regional headquarters of multinational companies. It manages trade worth 1.2 trillion plus annually, acts as the primary gateway for India-China commerce and services. More than 23% of India-China bilateral trade flows involve Shanghai and its surrounding region. So for Indian businesses, Shanghai is the nerve center of supply chains, manufacturing partnerships, corporate negotiations, investment flows, and having a strong and modern consulate here means India has upgraded its diplomatic bandwidth in China's commercial heartland. So diaspora and citizen services, Shanghai hosts a diverse and active Indian community, 8,000 to 10,000 Indian nationals, students, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Hundreds of Indian-owned businesses, multiple India-China educational and cultural exchanges. The old consulate struggled with space, growing demand, and constant pressure. The new consulate provides faster visa and documentation services, larger public areas for consular assistance, business facilitation rooms, cultural programming spaces, stronger community outreach, and in diplomacy, efficient service to citizens equals the soft power. So the trade and economic diplomacy boost will be seen. India-China trade crossed $136 billion recently despite the political tensions. So Shanghai plays an outsized role in IT and services, pharmaceutical supply chains, machinery imports, startup exchanges, manufacturing collaborations. The new consulate strengthens in B2B connections, trade troubleshooting, market access queries, and regulatory coordination. The investment support is also expected to be seen. So, in simple terms, India can now do more, faster, and better in China's most economically active zone. The strategic angle is quite important here to understand, because diplomacy is not only about friendships, it's about maintaining presence even during tension. So despite ongoing friction on the LAC, India upgrading its Shanghai Consulate certainly signals India is not stepping back. India is maintaining deep engagement where it matters in trade, commerce, people to people connects. India is strengthening its visibility inside China economic system. So this is a calibrated strategic balance that manages competition, avoid disengagement, and also keep influence alive where and when it benefits India. So when we also see how the soft power and the narrative building can be seen now, a new consulate is also a symbol of confidence. It allows India to host cultural exhibitions, business summits, India Day events, education, fairs, tourism, promotions. The diaspora networking events will also be increased. So Shanghai has one of the Asia's largest international communities. Visibility here translates into the narrative power. India's message: we are present, we are modern, we are expanding. So India-China relationship context, if I dwell upon this development, comes at a time of border tension, slow military disengagement, competitive economic policies, tightened visa regimes, growing global alignment shifts. Yet, both the countries maintain deep economic interdependence, and India upgrading its consulate indicates India wants structured engagement, India wants predictable channels, India is strengthening operational capacity inside China, India is preparing for wider global competition by enhancing its diplomatic infrastructure. This is strategic patience, not a strategic retreat. Now, what this means for India? The new consulate is a signal of India's global rise, a boost for economic diplomacy, support for growing Indian diaspora, a subtle long-term geopolitical move, and expansion of India's influence in East Asia. So in the world of diplomacy, buildings matter because they represent presence, power, and continuity. So India's new consulate in Shanghai is a quiet, strong statement. India is here to stay and here to engage. That's all from my side in the story. I'll see you in the next video. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.